What's up, guys? This is Ian here, coach of your Ladner Lanturn, bringing you guys our Week 12 match for the NCL, or the Nimbasa City League. I am playing this match fairly early, about a week early. It's Thursday of Week 11 right now, but next week is insanely crazy for me, and I know how Mortal plays. He just builds one team and then goes with it for the rest of the season. So, um, we'd already built, and the team builder's already filmed, and that's all going to go up on Monday. So if you're seeing this on Monday, don't be surprised that I'm filming this on Thursday. There's actually a reason. Maybe I can turn the music down a little bit. It's kind of hard to hear me. Playing around with that is very difficult. But there's actually a reason. Well, first of all, let's talk about this new layout here. Layout in quotation marks. I've just got the league logos and a versus sign in there, but I think it looks a little bit better instead of just looking at a bland screen the whole time. I think this will show up better on thumbnails too. But anyways, there's a reason that A, I'm playing this match early, and B, you're not seeing this until Monday. So, I'm playing this match early with Mortal because I have my final exams next week, which is week 12, and it's actually going to be my last final exams ever, potentially, before I graduate university. So I want to put as much time as I can into those exams without stressing about league matches, so it's nice to be able to get my own league out of the way so quickly. In terms of why you're not seeing this until Monday, well, that's just simply fair play, to be honest with you. Because we're playing this, and there's still 3 matches left to play in Week 11 when we're playing this, and this match has a lot of playoff implications depending on those matches. I don't want to post either the replay or this video until Monday when those games have been played. Actually, now that I'm saying Monday, those people might have an extension. So whenever the Week 11 games are finished is when you'll be seeing this video and the team builder video drop. Excuse me. So yeah, in all fairness of play, this match's result determines, in my mind, if TJ, Cade, and Magic all win their games, this match for me is the one that determines if I clinch playoffs and if I clinch the division. So now, granted, those are the 3 matches in Week 11 that haven't been played yet, but that's just kind of how it'll go. So yeah. Anyways, maybe I can elaborate on that a little bit further. Actually, so thing is, like, Magic is relying on Mortal to beat me this game to make a playoff spot, and so I don't want to post this and then have Magic be disappointed or happy about the result and play differently, basically based on that. So since it's a Week 12 match, it's not going in the dock, it's not going up until Week 12 officially starts. Anyways, let's get into Mortal's team now that we're doing that. He has a team of Mega Kangaskhan, Victini, Mimikyu, Galvantula, Metagross, Durant, Lanturn, Slowbro, Kommo-o, Sceptile, and Farfetch'd. I basically knew his team going into this. Last time he brought Metagross against me, actually, he had a different team against me last time than he did this time. He's brought Kommo-o this season before. He's not brought Durant, Lanturn, or Sceptile to one game. None of them have come to any games. He ended up bringing Mega Kangaskhan, Victini, Mimikyu, Galvantula, Slowbro, and Farfetch'd, which is exactly what I've seen the last few weeks. Farfetch'd is like a stick variant with First Impression Defiant. Slowbro is a Waturium Z, Slack Off. I believe it's got Calm Mind, and like Psyshock, I think. Galvantula is a Life Orb Sticky Web setter. Mega Kangaskhan has Return, Crunch, and Fake Out, and Body Slam, I think. Victini is a Life Orb mixed attacker with V-Create and Energy Ball, and I believe that's all I've seen. Mimikyu is a Life Orb SD set, and I believe it to be the Adamant set. So my game plan going into this game was to lead with my Espeon to counter lead his Galvantula and make sure that webs weren't up on my side of the field. So that's what I'm going to do, as he's actually going to lead with the Farfetch'd. So bad situation for me, because the First Impression is going to blow me back. Now granted, I am sashed, but I wanted to keep the sashed attack for the Galvantula. So I'm going to hard switch into Celesteela, which takes this First Impression really well. I actually take 6%, which is maybe not what a Celesteela should be taking, but I'm an offensive variant of Celesteela, which I haven't brought very much this season. Farfetch'd was the Pokemon that I wanted to set up on with Celesteela, so that's what I'm going to do. I'm going to click Autotomize here as he goes into Slowbro. Giga Drain should 2-hit KO this thing. So I'm going to click Giga Drain as he clicks Waturium Z, I believe. Yeah, he clicks his Waturium Z here, Hydro Vortex, Stuno at 50. It's about what I expected. Another Giga Drain knocks it out, and I get a Beast Boost here. Next out will be the Galvantula. Fire Blast is going to destroy this thing, so hopefully I hit, and I do. Crit didn't matter, and I get my second Beast Boost. In comes the Victini. My plan was to Z this thing. At +1, it was a roll to kill this thing with Z, with Flying EMZ. At +2, it's a guaranteed Oko with Flying EMZ. So I'm going to go for it, and the Victini's going to drop +3 on the Celesteela. In comes the Farfetch'd. This thing's dying to an Air Slash after he first impressions me and gets a nice crit. Go for the Air Slash and take him out. +4, in comes the Mimikyu. I'm going to break its disguise with my 100% accurate move in Giga Drain as he's going to Shadow Claw, getting me low. It was actually a really good play on his part. Otherwise, we'll see why that's a good play on his part. I was expecting the Sword Stance. Now an Air Slash is going to take him out as he's going to go for the Shadow Sneak and chunk me a little bit. And now we're +5. But at this point, Mega Kangaskhan comes out. We're pretty low. So the thing is that we can actually live this Fake Out, and I'm not sure how the calculator factors in Parental Bond to this, but there was a roll where we lived this Fake Out, and then we can kill him the next turn. But I decided to just play it safe and go to my Dawn Pen here. He's going to take the Rocky Helmet damage, and then we can get an Earthquake off. Fake Out obviously doing nothing, and he's taking 12% each time from Rocky Helmet. Should be 12%. Why is he 68? 24? 16%. Oh, okay. Well, there you go. He took 16% each hit from Rocky Helmet, and then he takes 16% and 16% again, and then Earthquake's going to pick him off. So we end up picking up a 6-0 win against Mortal. I want to shout out Mortal for participating in the NCL at all. This is my... this is my league. I commissioned this league, and so I wanted to shout out Mortal for that. He hasn't necessarily tried the hardest over the last few weeks, and I know that he sort of changed his building style. I'm pretty sure he used to build properly each week, and then he sort of lost motivation and stopped doing that, but or maybe it was just scheduling conflict and he just didn't have time to build all the time. But I want to shout him out as well for battling me early. I think that's a really class move on his part, especially considering what I have going on next week. I think he's a pretty cool dude for doing that. We picked up our first win in the season against Mortal, and we went on a 10-game winning streak with our last game of the regular season beating Mortal. We are finishing the season, oh goodness, let me check my differential. We're going to finish the season 10-2 plus 31 with the 6-0 victory. We end out the season with 2 6-0 victories in a row, doubling how many 6-0s there were in the entire season. And we clinch a playoff spot by hitting 10-2 because none of Cade Magic or TJ can catch up to me, so I can't finish lower than 4th. We also clinched the division because Cade Magic can't catch up to 10 wins. So we're guaranteed to be the Palette Division winners, which makes us... The way that the randomizer worked for seeding is that the Palette Division plays Johto Wildcard 2, and the Viridian Division plays Johto Wildcard 1. So Mortal's also officially eliminated after this game, which means, I don't know the results from Week 11 yet, but it means we're either going to play Daniel or Corona and the Seattle Raptors, or Monster, Austin, and his Atlantis Raptors. So we get one of the Raptor teams. We kind of smashed Austin. I don't know how much he cares. And Corona's got a Mono Fairy team that we struggled with a little bit, but in the end we kind of just picked off his team pretty nicely. So we have a, I don't want to say reasonably easy first round opponent, but based on their records, we have the easiest opponent in the playoffs. If we're only basing it on records, then we have the easiest playoff opponent in the quarterfinals. So we'll see how that goes. Hopefully playoffs will work out well for us. I'm looking forward to playoffs. This team has been really fun to use. Celesteela picking up 5 kills. This game pushes it up to just behind Mega Beedrill in terms of differential, and I believe it's my kill leader on the team now as well. I think this was like the first offensive Celesteela I've brought, so a lot of my Celesteela kills have been defensive. I don't know, I might have to like look back at the season. This is the first setup Celesteela, maybe? I know I brought like a banded banded Celesteela against Mortal last time, and I brought like a Grassy MZ set against Matt in the first game of the season, but I'm not entirely, I can't really remember what Celesteela's stat line was. Anyways, it doesn't really matter. We'll go over that in the season recap when it comes to that. But yeah, that's kind of all from me. Good luck to everyone else in playoffs. And I want to shout out Mortal. Mortal did let me know that he will not be returning for Season 2, so this was Mortal's final game potentially in the NCL. Maybe we'll see him in Season 3 if we ever get to a Season 3. Who knows? That's a future thing to think about. But yeah, again, shoutouts to Mortal. Hope the new layout looks really cool, and that I'll see you guys in the playoffs. Yeah, that's about it.